So I'm live now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Hello, people. Um, sorry. This is Tempest of the Heavens and Earth, the Touhou fan game by, I think it's Lionheart Studios? I forget. This thing's on Steam if you want to look up who made it. And yeah, this game has a full adventure mode, but I just run boss rush because that's what I find most fun about it, so I guess I'll start.
Alright. Count it down.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. So this is boss rush. I have 1 life, so if I die, I do have to restart. Fortunately, there is literally 1 boss I can die to, when I've accounted for the possibility of that happening in my timer that I gave. So quick discussion of things, really quickly, is, I guess, first of all, boss health. There's a great big green boss life bar. Above it is a bunch of stars. Those are basically how many spell cards or phases there are left in the boss. And then below the green bar is the amulet. Certain attacks deal more amulet damage, some attacks deal more health damage. Breaking the amulet stuns the boss and triggers another mechanic for increased damage. So what I want to do is break their amulet, then beat them up. In this, we have number 1 tool for doing this is headbutt attack. Damn it. Ah well. Which does really obscene amounts of amulet damage. So, last phase of the boss, let's see if I did well enough. Nope, didn't. So this game has a mechanic. If you do well enough on the first phase, on the phases prior to the last phase, then the last phase is different. Like, it's played by a completely different one. These special last phases are generally much easier, and much faster, but they have some gimmick to them that you need to learn. Now, we're not going to get to see that here because I got knocked down a few times. So I have to do the really shitty normal phase. Which takes really, really long time. So, okay, I'm gonna just take a moment to explain what I'm doing here. So, if you dodge through an enemy, through or close enough to an enemy's attack, it triggers what's called a Spirit Grasp. And in the adventure mode, so what you do is, after you Spirit Grasp an enemy, you may hit them with a sword attack, and it generates a weather effect. In the adventure mode, this is used for a great many things, such as removing obstacles, changing platforming mechanics, and so on. In bosses, it basically just means you deal more damage to them now, for a limited period of time. It's also triggered by breaking their amulet. So, basically what I want to do is break their amulet. Also, I messed that up for a moment because I was distracted talking. Come on. Dang it. Well, now I have to do this phase normally, which I hate. Okay. So what I want to do is start the phase, and or I want to break. I want to do it with a weak sword attack as soon as I break their amulet to start the debuff before going into my full combo, which is basically the down stab that I did. Also gets me to the ground so I can start doing the sword combo. Spirit Grasp also gives me a period of massively increased iframes, which I use on certain bosses to basically become invincible for periods of time. Oh, I'm not going to get this boss's really easy phase because I messed up. So yeah, the reason that I was able to just stand there for that entire thing, for a large portion of that, was because of the increased iframes from getting the perfect dodge off the Spirit Grasp. I don't normally do that in that phase. I normally get the easier phase, which is also faster. But we'll just go with it. Okay, third boss, New A. Okay, you want to... There we go. So the idea here is, for some of these phases, that she summons snakes. And I want to kill all but one of the snakes. I cannot punish the attack where she summons snakes, and if she has those snakes, she summons snakes. So I want to kill 3 of the 4 snakes. This is also the only boss I can die on, by the way. So... That's to one cycle. It's going very well so far, though. Yep. And snakes, because that last snake died. I don't know why she's doing that one attack so much. She, like, never does that when I'm in practice. Also, I'm not getting true on this. I'm not getting a special phase on this either. But then again, it's normal for me to not get special phase on this one, because this boss is just kind of a dick. Nah. Okay, this is just going to take forever because it's not being nice to me. So the gimmick here is that you need to get the boss shoots these things, and you need to get the boss to shoot itself. This is... Depending on how the boss decides to move, this can either be incredibly free, or it can take forever. There we go. There we go, okay. So, as you probably noticed, I have a projectile. It's not very good. I use it exclusively for, like, chipping things for the last little bit of their health or amulet. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for a moment here. Get rid of that. Alright. Triggered weather. I don't think I did this correctly. No, I did it correctly. Okay, good. Didn't die. Okay, the rest of the run is basically free. Now that we got that out of the way. So that was basically my own super move, and I only ever use it in 3 parts of the game. Alright. Spirit Grasp, trigger weather, and then poke the boss once. Otherwise, it has a very small amount of amulet left. And I have to headbutt again. Alright, now I don't headbutt for this. I'm instead going to use this kick flip move. The reason being, because if I try to headbutt here, I'll go up into the Hell Wheel. Which will then cause me to get knocked down and lose me the special last phase for this. Which I really want, and I'd really like to be able to do, the special last phase for this, because it's, like, actually far, far easier. Alright. Make a little platform for myself so I don't have to do anything. Alright, there we go. So the this is an instance of like different properties for triggering Spirit Grasps. Those Hell Wheels, even though they stay on the screen for the entire time, they only have they can only be Spirit Grasped the moment they spawn. So I have to time that fairly well. Also, we are unfortunately not going to get to see memes for this, where the boss is capable of just getting its damaged by its own lava. And will occasionally break its own bear, and will occasionally break its own amulet. By backdashing into lava, basically. So so every special phase is a gimmick, and I missed the last few, so I couldn't show those. This one's special gimmick is that if you get hit by basically anything, it bounces you into her punch, and her punch one-shots you. But there's a little cheese spot over there, so it doesn't matter. Alright, she always does the same attack at the start. And now it's pretty much random what she does. Her attacks always come in pairs. Except that one, which is the one I wanted. Because now it means that, like, that's actually perfect cycle, by the way. She'll always do that descending arc right after that first attack. But what she does after that is basically random. So if you're wondering why I'm not getting hit while headbutting, it's because the headbutt has iframes. It's a little bit disgusting. The only downside is, you see that gauge at the bottom, the 6? That's an energy pool which is used for bullets. It's used for my super. Headbutt also consumes it. So Headbutt is quote-unquote balanced because it's a regular attack, which consumes a limited resource. But since I only use my super move twice, it actually doesn't matter. Or 3 times, it actually doesn't matter that it costs energy. Okay, this is the, speaking of using my super move, this is the other time I use it. Other than that, at the very end, because I can. Alright, let's see if I get it. Got it. You're supposed to kill those all one at a time, and it's actually a hard fight if you do it normally, but, you know, lasers are a thing. And just sort of cheese it into non-existence. I actually think that's the hardest phase in the game, if you're trying to do it legitimately, because it's really hard to hit the snakes. And every snake you kill makes it harder and harder. Alright. I messed up. I didn't one cycle it. That's fine. It's like only a couple seconds. Messing up that direction, though, is bad. Alright. So if I can do this correctly, I'm going to show off my favorite mechanic in the game, which is... can I get it before it doesn't matter? No. So this phase basically is just literally just wait for her. I can't do anything to her while she has that aura around her. I just need to wait for this. Can I get it? There we go. Basically, you can make by pressing down and jump, if I still have my second jump, by pressing down and jump, I can create a little platform for myself and sit on it. Which saves me a tiny bit of effort, because this phase can't actually do anything dangerous to me. Like, I actually think if I were to face tank every single hit from her in that phase, she still wouldn't be able to kill me. Okay, this one's fun. Because literally, this phase is literally about abusing iframes. Also, I messed up my headbutt input there. Basically, I am invincible for the entire thing due to headbutt iframes and perfect dodge iframes, unless I mess up the headbutt input like I did in the first cycle. I'm just gonna back off and not push it. Part 2 of this, lasers. I have my own. Alright, and that's it. That's every boss. So, time. It's like some of the sloppiest I've ever done, but you know, it does the job. So, yeah, that's everything. I'm really under time because I did not die to the third boss, and my estimate included dying to the third boss, so hopefully that should help get things a little bit back on schedule.
The absolute god. 15 minutes under estimate. It's insane. Nice job, dude.
Thanks.
What's your PB for this?
Let me check here. It's recorded in results. 11:59 is my PB.
Wow.
But that's in-game time, so it doesn't include loading screens and such. Or title cards.
That makes sense. Gotcha. Damn. Well, nice run, dude.
Thanks.
Alright, let me get that transition going.